All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for a couple of real people out there, just like you and just like me. All right, so we've got new music here to showcase, but before I do that, thanks for being here and for subscribing to the channel. Also, we're going to be talking about how John Oates has a new songwriting partner. That could spell the end of Hall & Oates if all of the financial stuff hasn't already done that. John Oates has a new song out. Some people say I look like John Oates. Just kidding. Anyway, here's brand new music from Flatland, Cavalry. And this is Wandering Star, some really great songwriting here. Kind of a combination of, say, Hank Williams Jr. and the Rolling Stones. All right, something kind of like that. But you'll find all kinds of influences here. This is really a great Americana project, and this is a real band, and they actually tour around, and they do quite well on all of the streaming platforms. This is their latest effort called Wandering Star. So check that out. So John Oates saying that he is going out on tour fairly soon, backing up his brand new album, which will be ironically titled Reunion. The album comes out on May 17th, and the title track is out there for your listening pleasure. He says the idea for writing about a reunion came when he began to think about the true definition of the word. Oates said, "It came together when my 100-year-old father told me that he was making ready to be together with his mother, who had passed away some time ago. He said, I wanted to write about the idea of reconnecting with the most essential part of our soul and our spirit." So, pretty deep song. He continued, "I brought the idea to a co-writing session with a newfound friend, A.J. Croce, a man with songwriting in his DNA." Of course, A.J. Croce is the son of the late, great Jim Croce, and A.J. goes around typically performing all of his dad's music and maybe a few of his own songs, but he's trying to keep the Jim Croce, Jim, I should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Croce, trying to keep that music alive. Anyway, John Oates says that he's a man with songwriting in his DNA, who is both an amazing piano player, which I didn't know, and someone who I sensed would relate to this idea. The song flowed out in a few hours. Then I took it home and translated it into a style that I could perform on guitar. We recorded it in Nashville with some of my best friends and were able to capture the truth as I envisioned it to be. He says, I hope it means as much to you as it does to me. And if that is so, then this is my personal definition of a hit. Now, certainly he's not going to get any radio airplay with this song. I have listened to it, and it's a pretty interesting song. It kind of meanders along and has kind of a melancholy flavor to it, but it is a good song, and some decent songwriting with A.J. Croce. Now, Reunion is the first John Oates studio album since 2018's Arkansas. He'll support the album with a U.S. tour, and, it's kind of interesting. He's going out on his own, and the lawsuit with his former bandmate, I'm going to say it like that for now, longtime songwriting partner, Daryl Hall, is still going on. It was back in, November, that Daryl Hall filed a temporary restraining order against Oates in November, claiming Oates sought to sell his portion of Hall & Oates' joint venture to the company Primary Wave, which would violate the terms of their previous business agreement. Oates said in January that he couldn't share details about the case, but predicted things will work itself out and time will tell, which are kind of contradictory statements. Time will tell, but things will work themselves out. Oates went on to say you can't ignore the fact that Hall & Oates' catalog of hits and the 50-year career will always trump anything that either one of them does on their own, which is true. But I would say that Daryl Hall has the upper hand since he sang lead vocals on 98% of the Hall & Oates catalog. Well, maybe not that high, but it's pretty high. And he can certainly go out there on his own, and he doesn't really need John Oates, which is too bad. I like John Oates, right? Some people say I look a little bit like John Oates. I don't know. That was what, 30 years ago, maybe. Anyway, he says, I'm very proud of that music. This is Oates speaking, and I'm really proud of what Daryl and I created together. So some people would say, you know, John Oates, the true definition of a tag along, but I think he's very important to the whole Hall & Oates franchise. Obviously, him being Oates, and you can't have Hall without Oates, right? You need Hall and Oates. So I'm hoping that they can work things out. But in the meantime, check out the new John Oates song. It's called Reunion. Check out this album too by Flatland Cavalry. It's Wandering Star. And don't forget to check me out over on Patreon, YouTube memberships, and also the old buy me a coffee function, which helps support this channel. I appreciate all of the new subscribers and the old ones that just keep on doing what they do. You guys are very much a blessing to me and my family as we keep moving in the positive direction here. However, the algorithm, especially over the last couple of weeks, has been brutal. So if you can watch the videos and subscribe to the channel, like the videos, do all of those things, and I think that's all I can ask you to do. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. God bless everyone, and I will see you soon.